Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Diego Vera and I will be your host today. The product owner and mentor of this project is Dr. Masood Sajadi. Please contact us through the emails below if you have any questions. Before we begin, you'll want to install Postman. This is a utility for sending HTTP requests to endpoints. We're going to use this for testing purposes, so that way we can help develop endpoints and webhooks. So if we go to File, Settings, you'll want to turn off SSL certificate verification. As long as this is off, you will be able to receive responses from the EFEC project. After we have Postman open, we can open ngrok. And once we do this, we can run this command here, ngrok http host header localhost, and you put the localhost link to your project. Now what this does is this is going to expose an HTTP and HTTPS tunnel to the internet. So if I were to go here to this tunnel and I were to right click to copy, and then I go to the internet somewhere. Now this is my project running in another tab. And if I were to go to the ngrok link, it should take me to the same project. So here we go. That's how you know that your ngrok link is working. Now with Postman, we can actually create a request of any kind. And I can put any URL from our project into here. So with ngrok, you can actually just type in account API webhook. And if we have a post request, we can actually send a Stripe webhook event. So if we log into Stripe and we go to our dashboard here, if you give it a second, and we go into test mode, we can actually go to our webhooks and create a webhook for the connection to our project. So to do that, I click Add Endpoint here. And with the endpoint, I can put HTTPS and then the ngrok link. And we put API, or not API, we put accounts API webhook. And then we select events. So in the events, we'll want to put 5. It's charge expired, charge failed, charge refunded, charge succeeded, and charge updated. There we go. And we add the endpoint. Once I log in, because I forgot to log in, there's this webhook right here. And things can be sent back and forth. So if I go to send a test webhook, mind you, this is going to fail. I can send it, and it should cause an error. Yeah, there we go. This is because the test event that gets sent has almost entirely null data. But what I can do is I can actually copy everything in here for the event, and I can go to Postman. And Postman, if I were to do something here, I can go to body, raw, and change the type to JSON. And then once I paste the event, I can actually change what it is. So I can change the event, I can change it from charge failed to whatever, I can change the amount of a charge, and so on. Now that ngrok is running, I can actually view the webhooks that we're receiving. So if I go to localhost 4040, we can see everything that we've gotten. So this is the webhook request that I just received from Postman. So if I were to do it again, if I were to send, cancel the request. If I were to send it again, we should get no response, but it received it right here. So we know that it's working. Now I'll need to go back and continue here. Yeah. So now that we have this, we can actually go over to EFEC. If we were to go and test something that requires a transaction, so that way we can see it being sent to Stripe, we can actually view it through ngrok. So if I go to login as a trader, I can go to my accounts, and I can go to something like bank account. And if I add a bank account, oh, I guess, yeah, no, not this one. That's bad UI. If I were to go to the Wells Fargo account and add user good and pass good, I'll have my test bank account. Now I can add however much money I want from here. Of course, it's all test money, but it should send a test request to Stripe. So if we transfer 333, it won't update immediately. So it should have 000 right here. Now, when I refresh the page afterward, it should have updated. See that? So what happens is it actually sends a request to Stripe, and then it receives it back from ngrok. So here is a Stripe event containing the event ID, the object ID, the transaction ID, and the amount that we've transferred, as well as the ID for the event type. So all of these things are necessary for testing the webhook. So what happened was the webhook received this call from Stripe after we'd sent our transaction to it. So Stripe here is verifying that we can add the balance to our account. And then on effort, we're saving it into the database and updating the account. All right, that's everything you should know in order to work with Stripe webhooks. Please contact me or Dr. Masood Sajadi if you have any questions about the project. Thank you.